The cognitive part in CBT involves teaching kids to identify their unhelpful thinking. There are many terms that pretty much mean the same thing: thinking mistakes, thinking errors, maladaptive thoughts, automatic negative thoughts. All of these really just mean that a kid is thinking negatively in an unhelpful way about their pain experience. These kinds of thinking errors are harmful because they keep a child focused on pain. They make our perception and experience of that pain worse, keep the child from incorporating and enjoying other things other than the pain because they're so hyper focused on it. And it contributes to the idea that they have no control and that they're helpless and that they are just at the mercy of whatever their pain decides to do. Pain catastrophizing in particular is a significant predictor, not just associated with, but a predictor of pain, functional disability, and health-related quality of life. Pain catastrophizing is thinking in incredibly fatalistic and negative terms about pain. And it's common. Things like, starting to feel pain. This is the worst thing ever. I know I'm going to end up in the hospital. I'm not going to be able to see my friends. I'm going to miss school. Because I miss school, I'm going to fail my test, and this is the worst thing that ever happens. And why me? And what did I do to deserve this? And this is ruining my life. So what CBT does is it teaches kids to identify when they're thinking in those negative or unhelpful ways, and to restructure the way that they're thinking into something that is more realistic and adaptive. Now, I'm not talking about positive thinking. The idea, kind of the misconception of what positive thinking is, drives me crazy. That this isn't about being Pollyannish and overly positive and everything is going to be just fine. I don't have to worry about anything, because these kids, things aren't always fine. And sometimes they do have to worry about things. And it's not helpful to deny the reality of their experience. So instead, we want to have something that's realistic and adaptive. So we may look at that, I'm going to end up in the hospital and this is ruining my life, and say, okay, how can we rephrase that? I'm starting to feel some pain. I really don't like this. I hope I'm not going to end up in the hospital. If I do end up in the hospital, I know that I can get through it because I have before and I will again this time.